And when you're watching content or reading research, you could take notes, chat, and reply to comments, and get notified when people reply to yours. Finally, flip over to look at relevant charts, making the content that much more beneficial. Oh, also, you can ask the AI questions. In 2014, in a tiny coastal village in Spain, 4 people dreamed up Real Vision. This is how it was.
So there was that moment of where all that we understood was that we didn't know anything. And we have an expression internally that we use, which is, we know fuck about fuck, which was in that meeting we just sat there and said, do you know what? We don't know how to do this, but maybe that's the strength.
And while we think we now know more than fuck about fuck, I still have it above my desk here in the Real Vision office, because it's worth reminding myself every time I look up. Our mission was to democratize access to the very best financial intelligence, and we took it very seriously. So how have we done so far? Over the years, we've interviewed some of the very best investors and the biggest names in finance and in business in long-form format that simply didn't exist before Real Vision. And we've also become a home to some of the best thinkers, analysts, strategists in the world who didn't really have a platform in video that they could communicate. We've been there over and over again in times of crisis too. We've brought content to life in real life, and we've had a lot of fun along the way. Now in 2023, well, look around. Good quality long-form financial video content, which no one was doing when we first started, is now everywhere. The old conference circuit of speakers is now the YouTube podcast circuit. The barriers have been broken, the dam burst, and the gates crashed. And we're damn proud of ourselves for having been the pioneers of all of that. But it also means that it's time to push our own boundaries yet again. And everybody else's too. Because while we've had billboards in Times Square and feature articles in the New York Times, and we've also taken over Vegas too, and had documentaries aired on PBS, and streamed our best content at 35,000 feet above ground on airplanes. And while we've achieved all of that, nothing comes close to the thrill of changing people's lives, which is the exact thing that we get told by most of our members.
Real Vision and the investing course absolutely changed my life.
After being a part of Real Vision, I feel like I know how everything works. I feel like I know how the whole world works.
It gives me conviction and strength in the worst times, in the worst drawdowns.
The network of knowledge for me has literally just changed my life.
What you have done is introduce me to the concept of not looking to people to support my ideas, but rather people that challenge them. The freedom that I have now in the way that I think is something totally different. It's totally changed the way I view the world.
Had gotten to a certain point that I realized I was never going to retire. And an interview you did with Robert Breedlove has revolutionized my life in the fact of how I invest and what I invest. I'll be retired probably in less than 10 years, probably even less than 5.
Introduced me to a new way of thinking about how to view the world of microeconomics, and I got to see the world and then see myself in the world as a part of it. So for that, Real Vision holds such a close place in my heart.
I found the value in that hive mind of people that were trying to understand how to get the edge on the market, how to invest.
I joined about 2.5 years ago, and since then I've had a drastic paradigm shift in the way I see markets, in the way I see opportunity, and the way I see the macro picture.
I really appreciate your channel and how detailed you analyze things rather than just giving us the sizzle and the noise.
And it was Peter Brandt's video in 2019 that really sparked my interest, and he's talking about potential parabolic advance.
The monetary system, macroeconomics, geopolitics, it's completed my understanding of everything, and it's been amazing.
I learned how to look at charts differently. It was also the first place where I was properly introduced to the concept of time horizons. David Floyd's technical trading course also taught me a few things about position sizing and trend detection in volatile conditions. The Looking for the Upside series also taught me how to be open to more, say, unconventional asset classes.
I've seen interviews that have blown my freaking mind. People like Raoul and Jim Bianco, Darius Dale, Andreas Steno-Larsen, Mikhail Voloshin, Imran Laka, Peter Zeihan.
And I could not be more thrilled to be a pro macro member.
So thank you very much.
I love Real Vision, and it's changed my life.
So just want to say thank you so much, Real Vision, for everything you do and continue to do. It still changes my life to this day.
Thank you very much, Real Vision. Thank you, Raoul. Looking forward to the future and more Real Vision.
So you might be wondering, well, what's next? What's next indeed? If you've been with us for a while, you'll know that when big changes are happening, I like to sit down with you all and really dig into what we're doing and why. Weirdly, it's almost like every 3 years we make things really hard for ourselves. In 2014, we changed the long-form finance video game by basically creating it. In 2017, we changed the game again by bringing institutional level research directly to Real Vision members with macro insiders. In 2020, we changed the game by getting rid of the mess of individual products we had, and a lot of others still have, and creating individual membership tiers. I can't express the sheer relief people felt when we did that. Every time, it's been a leap forward. And now here we are in 2023. Our mission to democratize access to the very best financial intelligence can be marked complete, well, pretty much. Between our content and the proliferation of other content on YouTube, podcasts, and all the rest, democratizing isn't the mission impossible it once was. And that's a good thing. We're pretty bloody lonely out there when we were the only people doing it. But while we'll continue to democratize access, it's time to push on to the next mission. For us, for you, and for the world. So let's start with what we know. First, we know that ideas and investing frameworks are formed on Real Vision. We know that financial knowledge and wisdom are formed on Real Vision. We know that connections are made through Real Vision. Hell, we've even had a marriage or two amongst our members. It's amazing. Second, we know that knowledge multiplied by tools, multiplied by network, equals success. This is a universal truth. It's the number 42 for those of you who are Douglas Adams fans out there. You see, this formula is true no matter what you apply it to. Not just finance and investing. If you're learning a language, or getting fit, or starting a business, all of these need knowledge, tools, and network to really supercharge success. Man on the moon, the first railway, the mobile phone. Knowledge, tools, network. You get the point. It's a universal truth. Third, we know this. We're not in the business of changing the world. We're in the business of helping people change their lives. And it's the people whose lives we help change who go on to change the world. That makes us immensely proud. We see it all the time, the caliber of our members and the crazy, amazing, genius stuff you get up to outside of finance is just incredible. Now, with what we know, what are we doing? Well, we've asked ourselves a few of these questions. How do we empower you to move from information to knowledge to wisdom? How do we help you with the version of knowledge times tools times network that really makes a difference for you? How do we simply be a good partner to you on your journey? Here's how we're answering those questions. First, I want to talk about what's coming with the new Real Vision. And because there really is a lot here, I'm going to talk about it through the universal framework, knowledge times tools times network. First, let's start with knowledge. We know we deliver high quality long form content, but we've never made the journey easy for you. Whether it's about finding the stuff to watch that's valuable to you, extracting the most value out of it, or helping it move from information to knowledge. In the new world, your homepage will be exactly that, yours. We refer to it as your control center, as it will make you feel instantly in control of what you need to know. You'll have a quick briefing every morning, a few paragraphs, on what you've missed, be that content, messages, latest news, or even your latest notes. Basically, if you just visit Real Vision once a day for a minute, you'll have caught up on the whole vital information that you need. We're really trying to solve here for the problem we all have, that we're so starved of time. We want to make the time you spend with us as valuable as possible. And when you're watching content or reading research, you could take notes, chat, and reply to comments, and get notified when people reply to yours, finally. Flip over to look at relevant charts, making the content that much more beneficial. Oh, also, you can ask the AI questions, but we'll get onto that bit in a bit. Next, to the tools part of our equation. You're going to have to dig in and start using them yourself to see how much they can supercharge the content you watch and make your entire financial world easier to navigate. But a very quick shortlist is, you'll be able to set up your own watch list of tickers to follow, which will soon have AI-driven insights so you know why things are moving. You'll be able to make your own charts, check in on economic data, make and sort notes in a million different ways. And later, we'll have portfolio and risk management tools within Real Vision, and a lot more besides. And now to the network. First of all, this just looks really bloody cool. We'll have all our profiles, and you'll be able to find other visionaries with relevant experiences and interests near you. It's kind of like expert network. We're a global community, and this is our way of really turning this into a global village. You'll be able to form group chats and chat individually with people in your level, and really, how this all develops, it's going to be down to you. But I'll get into more of that later. But we know that the Real Vision community is amazing, and the wisdom of the right crowd is a superpower. The new platform will also be massively augmented by AI. In fact, you'll be massively augmented by AI. That's the point. We'll have what we're internally calling the information bot, the knowledge bot, and the wisdom bot all rolled into one incredibly empowering experience. They'll help you navigate and explain the content across the entire platform, give you summaries and bullet points. You can search and look up terms and ask questions based on the transcripts. They'll help you with your notes, and there's much, much more in the works. If this doesn't excite you, you might want to check your pulse. And of course, I can't not mention Web3. As you know, at Real Vision, we believe in the power of Web3. We will have wallet integration and token-gated content. You'll soon also be able to show your NFTs as part of your profile and network seamlessly amongst your community members with messaging, audio spaces, and much more. We also have on-chain trading league, as you know, and we've been working on how the hive mind can help facilitate asset allocation decisions and eventually maybe even create hive mind portfolios. Oh, and we're working on the idea of a Real Vision token to allow you to earn and spend on platform based on your activity. Lots of Web3 stuff to come. It's just the start of the journey. So knowledge, network, tools, augmented by AI and Web3. The idea here is that each piece of this acts as a multiplier to accelerate you along your journey and saves you time. We couldn't rebuild the platform from the ground up without rethinking how Real Vision looks and feels. But I won't go on about that because you'll have to just see for it yourself. Now that's a lot of information to take in, and it's the big picture of what's happening later this summer. We're all planning that all members will be in the new Real Vision by September, fingers crossed. But we will start gradually by inviting people in long before that. The first group, you know who you are, you'll get to see it first. We're also not just going to disappear behind a curtain until then. Once a week, starting from next week, we're going to host a weekly town hall where we update you on what's happening, our progress, and also to take questions. There'll be tons of questions. You'll get to also see us visibly age as the weeks go by. There's a lot to be done. Now let's talk about membership tiers. When we created tiers in 2020, they solved a huge problem for our members, but really they were only solving for the knowledge part of the formula. In this new world of solving for knowledge times tools times network, what does this mean for tiers? Well, let's step back. What are we actually all trying to do here? We're all on a journey, and that journey really starts with information. Information is the building block, the resource that feeds everything else. Your information diet is as essential as your actual diet. Garbage in, garbage out, we all know. So you start by figuring out how to get high quality information. And then you work to turn that information into knowledge. And then you use that knowledge and acquired experience to gain wisdom. That's the real goal here. So what does this mean for you? Well, essential members, they absorb everything. A lot of you are in the phase of figuring out what you don't know and using high quality information to triangulate that. And a lot of you are further along and watch essential content to test or add to your existing investment framework. Giving you access to the best financial intelligence used to be essential. In the exponential age, knowledge times tools times network are now essential. You're now on level 1, the information level. And in the new Real Vision, you'll have access to everything that you now have, plus you'll have access to charts, notes, economic data, and you'll be able to talk directly with other members on the information level. Plus members, you're an endlessly inquiring, ambitious, diverse group. You're on level 2, the knowledge level. You really want to do exactly that, level up your knowledge. And that requires learning and questioning and pulling things apart and really getting under the skin of it all to transform information into knowledge. So when the new platform launches, you'll have access to everything you have now. We're taking nothing away. And you'll have access to charts, notes, economic data, and be able to talk to other members on the knowledge level. You'll also soon have more enhanced AI functionality. And over time, you'll get some of the portfolio tools too, so you can put your knowledge into practice, which is a really crucial step. And starting tomorrow, you'll also get access to notes from some of our top contributors and a calendar where you can book 15-minute one-on-one sessions with some of your favorite contributors, which I think is a really cool idea. These will obviously be limited, but are included in your membership. Oh, and we've got the incredible business cycle course coming. It's taught by myself and Julian Bittle, who works with me at Global Macro Investor. I think is the best business cycle analyst in the world, and Andreas, who you all know really well. It's coming this month, as well as a business cycle masters, which is in the works and will apply what you've learned in the course to what's happening now. There's more coming too, and you'll get the full details tomorrow. I mean, again, there's a lot of information to get across here. Now, pro members, macro and crypto, you've gone through level 1, the information level, got to level 2, the knowledge level, and you're striving hard for achieving wisdom and connection. You're on level 3, the wisdom level. When the new platform launches, you'll have access to everything you have now and everything from level 1 and level 2. And you'll be able to talk and network with others on the wisdom level. Later, the full suite of portfolio management tools with AI-driven insights to help you better manage your wealth that are coming to Real Vision will be exclusively for this level. And the full power of our AI and our LLM trained on our proprietary data. It's something really unique, and we'll give more details as we start building that out. And starting tomorrow, you'll get access to notes from some of our top contributors and a calendar where you can book 15-minute sessions with me and some of the others. Again, these are going to be really limited. We'll allocate a certain time per month, and it'll be first come, first serve. So if you look forward to talking to me, remember to sign up. This list of features for each tier will only grow over time as we keep building new functionality on the platform and learn from you about your needs. Again, this is just the start of the journey, and already no other platform exists like this. We're going to pioneer the entire industry yet again. So that's the tiers or levels. Now, I want to come back to the network side of things for a minute because it's really important. I always talk about the Real Vision community because, of course, it's not just one big community. Even though Real Vision unites us all, within that, there are all of these incredible tribes. There's the OG RV crew that chat in the comments every single day on both our daily briefings, rain or shine. There's the Genesis gang, our OG NFT holders, and within that, the absolute superstar Discord community, who make our Discord the nicest and best to be in Web3. Then there's the collective gang. There's the little pockets of people all over the world who meet up with each other too, and there are so many more. There's so many tribes within the Real Vision community, and as part of the new Real Vision, we want to help facilitate these communities and new ones in ways that we've never really done before. Again, there's nothing more powerful to supercharge your success than the power of the right crowd. Much more to come on that as well. Now, an awful lot to take in, I know. We'll be sending all the details by email and putting it on the website, and of course, we're always happy to chat with you about it one-on-one. If you email us, milton@realvision.com is always there for you. There's also the transcript of this, so you can go over it again in your own time to fully absorb the scale of what we're rolling out for you all. And this is all coming extremely soon. I'll wrap this up, as I know you'll probably need some time to just digest all of this. And again, I suggest reading the transcript because there's a lot of information there. I started this video by saying all the stuff we know, the universal truth of the knowledge times network times tool formula, the truth that we're in the business of changing lives. But I want to finish by saying the stuff we believe. We believe that everyone, all of us, can push boundaries and create magic together. We deeply believe in the wisdom of the right crowd. And that's the, that's interesting, tell me more people. And we want them to triumph over the gotcha people. An abundance mindset is yet another superpower. We believe in helping you build your financial world and for you and your family. And if we can do that, then the world will get just a little bit better, bit by bit. Most of all, we believe in you. We're privileged to be on this Real Vision journey with you and privileged to be a small part of your journey too. But sincerely, thank you. Onwards and upwards, and I'll see you soon. Okay, let's do it. This is not the easiest one I've done. We'll keep going. It's starting to get blurry again, sorry. And because it's later, a full suite of portfolio management tools with AI-driven insults. No, sorry. No insults from the AI. Okay. I'm loving the AI insults. That's not what we want at all. Oh, God. Oh, no. I just poured water down myself. Fucking moron.